Check this view out. I'll get out here and we'll show you. This is where I'm going to camp here tonight. Have a crack at that. This is high elevation camping. Magnificent. Beautiful. Look at that. Just have a look at that view. I better show you. This is where I'm camping tonight. Have a look at that. What a stunning view that is. This is where I am camping here tonight. Look at this. Magnificent spot. High elevation. I tell you what, if you reckon that view out there is pretty good, wait till I show you what I'm going to... The other view, a bit later on, we'll check that one out. Have a look at that. Well, time to set up camp. Magnificent. Great camping up here. High elevation, right of Vic High Country. Love it. For a coldie. Have one cold one before I go and take on this view and show the other big view that's just around the corner here. This is just sensational. What a spot to camp here. Absolutely sensational. Sitting up here about 1400 odd, and bit of snow and ice on the ground on the track there on the way in. But oh, this is just feeling, and this is just sensational. Another top spot for high elevation camping right here in the mighty Victorian High Country. Just love it. Anyway, better have one of these. Jeez, gonna enjoy this. So many amazing views around the Victorian High Country, and oh, this is just another one. First time I've camped here, but won't be the last either. But God, to enjoy amazing views like this, it's just sensational. Looking back towards Dargo and beyond, but we'll go for a bit of a walk a bit later on, and I'll show you another one of the amazing views that there is in the Victorian High Country here. And yeah, it's right up there. Stunning view, but we'll check that out a bit later on. But for a little while, just going to enjoy this, take in that view, and then we'll go for a little walk. I'll get the fire going a bit later on. Magnificent. There's even still a little bit of snow still lying around from what fell here the other week. Have a go at this. Look at that. Still got the bit of the white stuff. How good is that? High elevation camping. This is just sensational. Look at that. Still got a bit of snow still lying around from the other week. Unreal. It's hit up about 1400 odd. No wonder it's, yeah, still pretty. It's going to be cool here tonight, that's for sure. And we'll get that fire absolutely cranking later on tonight. I can't wait for tomorrow morning actually, because the sunrise from here is going to be absolutely a knockout, I reckon. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a bit of white stuff. Oh, how good's this? So relaxing. Actually, can you guys hear that? Other than the wind, maybe. Can you hear that noise? I can't either, and I'm sitting here, but that's exactly my point. So peaceful and quiet, and look at an amazing view like that. Alright, let's go and check out this other view, rather than what I'm talking about. Let's go and have a look. Now, I've driven to this lookout many times before. It's going to be the first time I've actually ever walked to it. So, looking forward to going and check it out. And on daylight today, it's going to be guaranteed to be amazing. Let's go and have a look. Oh, a bit of snow out here on the road. Still a few patches of snow lying around, which is pretty cool to see. Cool, literally. A fair chance some of you are going to already know where this lookout's going to be. I've been here so many times, and always look forward to coming back. That's where we have to go. Right up there on top of that rock. Let's go and check it out. He's all the way up. But the view at the top, well worth the walk. Oh, just check that out. That's just a bit of a taste of the view that's going on here. Absolutely beautiful view looking down around there. On a clear day like there is today, it's going to be a bit hard to show you guys, but you can see right down there, even to Gippsland Lakes on a clear day like today. It's just a stunning view, but we'll head out there on that fire lookout tower and we'll have a look at it from there and over the other side. Absolutely cracking view, especially on a day like this. It's just beautiful. Let's go and look on the fire tower. Now this fire lookout tower here, along with about 70 odd others that are scattered around the Victoria up on high elevation peaks like this one, were purpose built by the government after the devastating 1939 bushfires. And during the summer months, there'll be a guy who'll sit in here for about 12 hours a day, and his job is to look out over the Victorian High Country here and look for any early signs of bushfires, lightning strikes and that sort of thing. And with the view that he's got from up here, he's certainly going to be able to see any rising smoke, that is for sure. And this particular hut that's here now, this was burnt down after the 2006-7 bushfires, came through here right over the top of the Pinnacles and unfortunately burnt the hut that was down. Now the hut that was here before this one, it was built way back in 1987 out of timber, and now they've rebuilt this one all out of steel. So hopefully it's got a better chance if any fires come through here. She's certainly got a better chance of lasting any bushfires that might come through this area. But geez, what a job. Fancy sitting up in there, have a look at that amazing view. But, you know, if you're ever up here and the guy's in there during those summer months, have a bit of a chat as long as he's not too busy. He's always pretty keen for a chat. I'm sure he'd be pretty welcome to anyone that's going to come through here and a bit of a yarn to him. I'm sure he'd have plenty of good stories to tell you, that is for sure. But what an amazing place to spend your day, looking out along this amazing view. How good is it? Well, I think it's about time I head back now, go and get my campfire going and get my little surprise going that I've got for dinner tonight. Let's go and do it. Yeah, it's going to be a very cold night again tonight, so I've seen me do this in a few other videos that I've done where I'm camping up at high elevation. It's going to be a very chilly night, so I'm going to park the old patrol in the garage, if you like. Get this tarp over the top of it tonight. And that'll certainly help with getting it started in the morning. But one thing I have also done, I have mixed again. I've mentioned this a few times, you know, I have mixed my own alpine fuel to come up here tonight. And I generally mix my own right through from about the start of May right through to sort of September, October, or around September. I mix my own, particularly if I'm camping up here at high elevation above 1,000 metres. At that time of year, I always mix my own fuel just so I make sure my patrol's going to start up when I want it to, and it's time to go home. So, yeah, that's just what I do. I mean, you know, it's up to you guys, but you know, always come prepared, and you know, always set up to make sure I have a good, safe trip and make sure I'm able to go home when it's time to go home. So we'll pull that under the wiper blade there. And this certainly does work very well, particularly with diesel motors. It's not necessarily a problem with petrol ones that I know of. But the diesel engines, yeah, they don't necessarily like the cold weather. So this is how I prepare myself for those times, and I'll make sure the old girl's going to start when it's time to go home tomorrow. Here we go. Now, another reason too why I do mix my own fuel, because where I come from, you know, over that Trafalgar side of the high country, you know, you can't buy alpine fuel at any of those sort of service stations over that side. So that's again why I do mix my own fuel, and again, rather be safe than sorry, and go home when I need to. a cold night. Oh, camp oven's getting nicely warmed up there. I'll let you in on a little secret what I'm cooking for dinner tonight. So yeah, pretty partial to an old meat pie, I reckon. Had a couple of those on my travels, and now I've made my own mix. So tonight I'm going to have a couple of meat pies. Batesy's made his own meat mix with some chips, all going to go in the camp oven. I'm looking forward to having a go at this. I've never made them in the camp oven. I've had a couple of practice runs at home with me meat pies in the oven at home, and feeding them, they taste great. Not going to quite let on just yet what's in them, but just one tip, well, two tips. You obviously know what's going to be at least in it. Going to be some meat in it, and there's definitely some garlic in it, and I do everything with garlic. So a couple of meat pies, Batesy's meat pies, and chips, going to go right there in that camp oven. Oh, that fire is magnificent. Some good heat. Geez, she's going to be cold. Have a look at that view. It's still so good up here. God, it's good. Fresh, cold air. You know you're alive when you're up here. Magnificent. Righto, time to get dinner going. Now, I'm going to, as I said, you know, I'm pretty partial to a meat pie, so I've now got my own mix. I've been working on this for a little while, and now I've got my own meat pie mix, and I'll tell you what, it is pretty good. I'm not going to let on just yet what's in it, but these are amazing. So this is what I'm having tonight. I'm going to have a couple of meat pies and good old sauce. In the old pie trays, I bought a couple of pie trays, give them a bit of spray so they don't stick. I've got no idea this is going to work out. I've never done it in the camp oven before, or in these pie trays. I've made it at home and it works an absolute treat. So let's see how we go in the camp oven. Got some puff pastry here in my good old mix. So we'll get the puff pastry in it first. I'm going to cut that into about a quarter, put that much first. Look at that. I'm really keen to see how these go in here. Really keen. And just trim off that excess like that. I'll tell you what, it might look the flashiest, but these are going to taste amazing. No doubt about that, because the mix is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm still going to maybe make a few changes yet as we go forward. But off now, here it is here. Secret pie mix. Have a look at that. Righto. Batesy's meat pies. Who would ever have thought? Load him up. As I said, it's definitely got some mince in it, got some meat in it, and it has definitely got some garlic in it. Let's cut that off there. And we'll just stitch those together. Oh, have a go at this. Meat pies, all homemade, out here in the mighty high country on a freezing cold night like it's going to be. There's the first one there done. Let's get another one going because I'm having two of these. Righto. Now I'm going to beat up a bit of an egg. I'll put a bit of an egg on the top of it just to help brown him up. Right, I'm going to give them a bit of a head. I'm going to give the chips a bit of a go first. We'll take these over, get the chips going. Then we'll get my couple of pies going. Chips, pies, tomato sauce, out here in the high country. Let's get into it. Let's get these going. Some herb sizzling. Beautiful. Give them probably about a 10-minute head start, I reckon, because the meat in the pies is already cooked. So it's only going to need heating, and then the pastry's only got to be browned up. So I'm tipping they won't maybe take too long. Look at this beautiful fire here. Camp oven on this side, wind's blowing through the fire like a fan forced oven at home. It's just as good, if not better, I reckon. Oh, let's have a bit of a look. Oh yeah, they're browning up all right, so let's get these pies in now. Let's see how we go. Facey's first attempt at meat pies, his own recipe in the camp oven. Let's have a crack at it. Quietly confident, I've got to say. Get some more coals on top of that lid. Give that about, I don't know, 15, 20, we'll have a look. Let's see how they're going. One last quick look. They are well and truly done. Righto, let's take my pies, my chips over the table. Let's dish this up, can't wait. Right. Oh, look at the pies, have a go at those. Oh, absolutely sensational. How good's that? Get some chips in my plate. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. And chips with a bit of tomato sauce. Whoop, bit too much. Have a go at that. Let's cut one open and have a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm going to take these back over the warmth of the fire and get into what's left, my couple of pies and my chips. I'll catch you a bit later on, getting into this. Oh, still blowing a gale. What a night it was here last night, guys, and it's still ripping through. The wind that's coming up through the trees there last night, it sounded like a freight train was ripping up through the valley there. And the old awning, well, it copped a bit of flogging to it to get out a couple of times there last night and straighten it back up again, but it's all up there nice and standing. And then this morning, watch this beautiful sunrise come up from way down there in the valley. Absolutely stunning sight it was. But look, I'm not going to get a campfire going this morning with these bad windy conditions, the gusts that are blowing through here at the moment, even though it is, yep, it's the middle of winter, but still, I'm not going to get a campfire going with these gusty, windy conditions coming on. So I'm going to get packed up and head home and look forward to the next video. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoy this one, because this is a cracking spot. but just come here when it's not quite so windy. Thanks so much, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. See you later on. Look out. Oh, far out. Time to get packed up.